You ever heard someone say they loved someone so much they'd kill for them? Well, what if love was so intense? It turned into hatred and revenge. Welcome to Wuthering Heights. We meet our brooding hero, Heathcliff, a poor orphan taken in by the wealthy Earnshaw family, who we can only assume had a face only a mother could love. He grows up alongside the beautiful Catherine Earnshaw, and the two become the best of friends. Their love for each other is wild and passionate, but also destructive. They fight, they scream, they make each other's life hell. But through it all, there is an undeniable connection between these two star-crossed lovers. The problem is Catherine has a decision to make. She's torn between her love for Heathcliff and her desire for a more comfortable life. On one hand, she has Heathcliff, who she has loved since childhood, but he's poor and of low social status. Then on the other hand, there's Edgar Linton, a wealthy and respectable member of society. In the end, she chooses Edgar, which breaks Heathcliff's heart. And I don't mean like he got rejected at the prom. This dude was inconsolable. He literally goes into a rage and says, "I cannot live without my life. I cannot go to Edgar. Everything in me revolts against that marriage. Yet I must. I will go to him. I'll tell him all, and then I'll come back and break your heart." And that's exactly what he does. He shows up at Edgar's house, all dressed up, looking like a miserable, wet, aristocratic dog. He tells Edgar about his undying love for Catherine. And just as Edgar is about to throw him out, Heathcliff drops a little bomb, telling him that Catherine is going to run away with him. So now Edgar is faced with a choice: marry Catherine knowing that she may leave him for Heathcliff, or do the right thing and let Heathcliff have her. In the end, he chooses to marry her anyway, probably because he's an idiot. Fast forward a few years, and Heathcliff is still in love with Catherine, even though she left him for another man. You know how they say that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach? Well, in this case, the way to Heathcliff's heart is through his wallet. See, Catherine is now married and living in luxury, but she's miserable. Her marriage is loveless, and her only joy is visiting Heathcliff and their daughter, whom she gave up after having an affair with him. One day, Catherine dies, leaving Heathcliff to raise their daughter alone. But being the good/evil father that he is, he sends her away to boarding school and becomes obsessed with getting revenge on the Linton family. The rest of the story is basically Heathcliff destroying everyone around him until he too dies a miserable, lonely death. So maybe don't fall in love with someone who's not into you. Thanks for watching. For more dark and dramatic love stories, don't forget to subscribe.